Welcome to For Your Amusement, a theme park podcast that aims to exhaustively evaluate the world's most popular theme park attractions to determine if they are world class. I'm Ryan Bergara.
I'm Byron Marin.
And today we're actually joined by Amanda Pham. Because we are doing a list episode, and not just any list episode, folks. We're doing a top 5 Disneyland resort list episode. And if you had joined us in our prior podcast endeavor over at the Saddest Podcast on Earth, you'll know that that was hosted by myself, Byron, and one Amanda Pham. So thank you for joining us back here as we do a classic, a top 5 Disneyland restrooms episode.
So stoked to be back.
By the way, bathrooms, restrooms, what are we calling this?
Restrooms is good. That's official.
Yeah, no, we are going to be listing these restrooms, bathrooms. I usually call them bathrooms. So if you hear me say bathrooms, it's because it's what I use. My dad calls them the head, which is what they call restrooms on a ship. My dad's never sailed a ship in his life. So why he calls them the head, it's basically some stolen valor, it seems like. But I don't know what the fuck. He's a dentist.
Adorable.
You never heard the term, I gotta hit the head?
I gotta hit the head. That's what he says all the time.
Yeah.
But this is a top 5 Disneyland bathrooms episodes. This is not just our list that we've agreed on. This is an aggregate list. So what does that mean, you might be asking yourself? That means that each of us made our own top 5 lists. A ranking of first is worth 5 points. A ranking of second is worth 4 points. And then I took their 3 lists, tallied up all the scores, and formed a master aggregate list, which means that I only know the contents of the list. And these two, I'm going to be revealing it to them live, as well as I am to you folks. So only I have the knowledge right now. I feel like that lady at the end of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Withholding all life's most important secrets from us.
Oh, no, because she was like obsessed with getting more knowledge and power. And then she did. And then I think her head exploded. So maybe I'm not like that lady.
So this is going to be the most informative episode yet.
Thank you for bringing me back on track here, Amanda. Because we are going only Disneyland Resort. And by Disneyland Resort, I mean Disneyland the park. If it's in the confines of the park, it can be listed. And we're also not going to be listing companion restrooms because obviously those are for family and handicapped people. So don't do that. We're going to be talking about fair game restrooms. And like Amanda said, this might be our most informative episode yet. In fact, she mentioned before the pod that there's a fair to good chance that people who have never seen the show before, this will be the only episode they watch.
Hopefully.
Surprise, surprise. I'm not an expert when it comes to this subject matter, so I'm here to learn today.
I just think the restroom experience will make or break your guest experience.
Well, it could definitely
at Disneyland.
It could definitely break someone's experience.
100%.
I'm excited to hear about how it can make your experience, though.
I will say that when Amanda insisted that we cover this while she had Byron and I in shackles, I thought that this was a kind of a silly idea, to be quite honest. And then I started to make my own list, and then I realized that she's actually a genius and that this is a public service, honestly, that we're doing right now. Because I realized I had a lot of strong opinions and it was based on my experiences. Obviously anecdotal evidence, but I have seen things in these bathrooms. I've seen so many butt cheeks. So many butt cheeks, guys. And I don't like it.
I can't believe this episode's coming out the week of my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. I think it's kind of appropriate.
Just how I drew it up. Not out of necessity at all.
It's
considering this is going to come out in a day.
That's right. Nothing, demarcates the sign of growing maturity in a now 34-year-old man that Byron will be like putting out into the world top 5 Disneyland bathrooms.
All the people out there that doubted me, I really showed you. Really made a name for myself.
You showed them good too. But yes, we all made our top 5s. I feel very good about this. And as always, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please like and subscribe to keep the channel alive over youtube.com/@FYApod. Or if you're listening, rate the podcast 5 stars and subscribe there. It helps us out. It really helps us keep making this very important show. So help us if you'd like. And you could consider supporting us by going to FYApod.com. It's our 4th wall, just another version of Patreon. You'll get up to 3 monthly bonus shows if you didn't get your fill on this one. Thank you to all you FYA holes, as Byron calls you, for already being over there if you're over there. You know who you are. Now let's get into this. Shall we, guys? Byron, you clearly already had a hard time doing this. I myself had an enlightened time doing this because I thought it was silly, and then I realized I was foolish. And Amanda, how was your experience as the person who wanted to do this the most?
I think I had a lot of negative experiences with specific bathrooms. So I listed those first.
Okay.
So that was interesting. I was thinking about the worst bathrooms and so that's going to be a way easier.
That's actually a good point, too, because we are going to be listing dishonorable mentions and honorable mentions. Honorable, obviously, being ones we wish would have made the aggregate list, and then dishonorable being ones that we think are the worst. I actually have a top 5 dishonorable that I didn't intend to make.
In a park filled with so many restrooms.
So many restrooms.
It will be important to note the ones that you should avoid because you do have options.
And now when I call out these names, I'm going to not only say the official name listed in the Disneyland app, which is useful. If you go into map view, you could click restrooms and it will just pop up all the restrooms. So you could view that in a list form, or you could view it in like where it's located. So I'll give you guys both when we're listing these out to make it easy for you. Let's just go ahead and kick this off then. We're going to start with number 6. 6, you might say, what's going on there? That's because there was a tie. Number 6 is Space Mountain. Now, this is the Space Mountain bathroom. It's listed as that in the app. It's the one that you see when you exit Space Mountain. It's in the exit hall. This was not on Amanda's list. This was not on my list. Huh, that's weird. It's only on Byron's list. That's so strange.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're giving me a thumbs down, Amanda.
Now, the reason why this is 6, because it was tied with another bathroom, so they both have 4 points. However, because this was only listed on Byron's list, I just split it down to 6. It technically should be in the top 5. It's a tie, but I'll slide it down to 6. I think that's fair, right?
I mean, if it's not on your list, sure.
Which is weird because it kind of feels like a muscle job because Byron had this ranked number 2, and yet we didn't even have it on our list. So
I don't know. Maybe you need to see the light.
What's going on in there? Help us see the light. What's going on in that bathroom?
Almost any time I'm at Disneyland, I'm running Space Mountain. If I'm in this restroom, I just rode Space Mountain, so I'm stoked. And on top of that, because it's in an area that it's just for people that are basically exiting the ride, there's no issue ever going into it. It's never too chaotic. It's always at a time where I personally feel like it would be nice to use the restroom here. It's so convenient on the way to anything else. You never have to go out of your way. You're not going out of your way to get to that restaurant. You're getting off Space Mountain, and it's, wow, what a convenient place for me to get this over with before I continue with my day. There's no wasted footsteps, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
And it's never too crowded.
Now, I will say, and Amanda, do you want first dibs here to react to what he just said, or should I go first?
Go for it.
Okay. Now, I made my own dishonorable mention top 5, and this was number 5 on my dishonorable mention.
That's on my list also.
And I did do some research on Reddit, looking through this of people talking about what their favorite restrooms were. This was routinely mentioned as one of the worst restrooms. And I here's why. To me,
well, everyone's always so negative on Reddit. So,
well, they also praised some of the other ones, which may coincidentally be on my list. If actually Amanda's, I don't know. And it brings the Space Mountain bathroom. In my experience, I will say, has always been one of the smelliest. I don't know what it is about there. I think it's because Space Mountain jostles you around. It like shaking a soda. Like it's just shaking you around, and you're the soda, and all this buildup is happening inside your stomach. And I think people go in there and really just, let it have it.
You're suggesting that the 2-to-1 ratio is a little high.
I think the 2-to-1 ratio is very high in this bathroom. I would probably put it at 80% 2s happening in this bathroom and 20% 1s. That's at least what my nostrils are detecting. I'm not a bloodhound by any means, but I will say that I can smell, and that's unfortunate when I'm in this bathroom.
And I'm glad it's not a gender thing, because I'm getting a very specific experience, and it's literally the smelliest. Like every time I would opt to like wait and like go somewhere else.
I would too, because this is battle shit central.
Yeah. No matter how desperate I am, I think I opt out.
What's crazy about it too is you don't even have to go into the bathroom to detect this smell. I smell this when I'm over at the ride photo review, which is it's a stone's throw away. I would say at least 10 to 15 paces. You have a dookie that's 10 to 15 paces strong. You need to go to the doctor.
I used to hold my breath. Not used to, like I just remember like I remember childhood memories of like just holding my breath as I walk past.
It's like news headline, like small Asian child found passed out in bathroom, blue in face. When she woke up, she said, "It smelled bad," so I held my breath until I passed out. No, this bathroom is
It's
also
the
very
worst.
nasty.
It's the
it's
worst.
not very clean too. And you know why? As Byron pointed out, everyone gets on Space Mountain. It's a high foot traffic area, and it's one of the few bathrooms that's at a ride exit. And when you're out navigating the park, let's say you're walking with your family, you're pushing a stroller maybe, or you're holding some popcorn with your pals. It's kind of a pain in the ass to be like,
It's annoying.
can we all stop for a second so I could go to this bathroom? However, if you're getting off a ride, everyone's already like primed to just take a pit stop right there because they're already stopping to look at the ride photo. So it's like, might as well take a stop to take either a pee that's urgent or even a pee of the insurance variety. Like, I don't even have to pee right now.
Yeah, and it's there for you.
And it's there for you, and that's on everyone's mind, and it smells like it. And it's always crowded in there.
I'm beginning to feel that my standards will go to shit as long as it's
Well, quite literally, because you chose this bathroom.
as long as it's efficient.
Right. But
I don't notice that shit.
This list is not to like, I'm not like ungrateful. Like I like appreciate, like I appreciate it. I just think it's, if I had to like choose, top 5 is crazy.
When it comes to my bathrooms, I'm looking for an experience. I'm an
Right.
experience
Right.
evacuator. Byron's an efficiency evacuator.
Yeah. Perhaps. Okay. I see.
Do you think it's like the dead mall vibes of the area that just like kind of like trigger your brain into thinking it smells really shit and then you're primed?
No, I think it's because it smells like shit.
You
know, whenever I
maybe
walk
y'all are
into-
just unlucky. Maybe you're just going in at the wrong time.
No, dude.
I don't
We
know if
use
it's
the
like,
same-
I don't know if that's the bathroom as much as it is maybe just whoever just happened to be there at this time, the time that you were there.
What you're saying makes that's like if I farted right now and you were like, that smells, and I would be like, well, what makes you think it smells? Is it the vibes of the room? And it's like, no, I have a nose. And it smells. Oh man, stop doing that. You guys heard that story about Brad Pitt on F1 where he was apparently farting so much it was like ruining takes? This is on your record. He said this. He volunteered this information, which made me respect him more. Brad shit.
It humanizes.
You can
him.
have that. Anyways, let's move on. What do we got here? This is aggregate list number 5. Okay. Number 5, this was once again tied with the Space Mountain bathroom. This came in with 4 points. This is a muscle job of my own. This was only on my list.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't on Amanda's. No, Amanda. Oh shit. No shit. And this was on Byron's list. So you could say, you've come at me. This is a muscle job. I'm admitted. But I think I'm doing the Lord's work here. Because this was actually number 2 on my list. And this is Tomorrowland Station bathroom. Or restroom as it's listed on the app. Now, this is the restroom that is right next to Autopia, and there's a lot of reasons why this is a great bathroom.
I'm sure the main one is that it smells amazing.
It actually doesn't smell that bad, and it's actually very clean. It's not, I would say, pristine. No Disneyland bathroom is pristine, but this is as close to pristine as you can possibly get. It's very clean,
Yeah, because no one wants to go back there.
nicely lit. Nobody knows it exists.
Right.
Because Autopia, not many people ride in that, and definitely not that many people getting in line at the Tomorrowland station, which is one of the most hard train stations to navigate for some reason. Like, I've walked through the exit of that one by accident so many times and had to double back and go through the proper entrance of this railroad. You know what I'm talking about, right? The Tomorrowland station, railroad station.
Yeah, their signage is a little
It's
interesting.
terrible.
Yeah.
But there's a bathroom there, believe it or not.
Oh no, I'm aware of that restroom.
It's good.
I do think it's a solid restroom. I just, unless you just so happen to be back by Autopia or taking that route of the Disneyland Railroad, which I do recommend, by the way. That's one of the best parts of the railroad is seeing the dinorama.
The Dinorama is good. It is undeniably and proven to be the cleanest restroom.
I know. I just feel like every time I'm at that restroom,
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm going out of my way to go get it. I will concede that it is a good restroom, though.
You might be asking me, how do I know this is the cleanest restroom in Disneyland? And I have proof. I brought receipts. This is from Reddit.
Oh boy.
This is from a user named Tiny Sea Witch. And this was posted 3 years ago by, I find it to be true today. Let's read it. As a former custodial CM, that means a former custodian cast member, this person was, their job was to clean these restrooms. My favorite restroom is next to Autopia behind Winner's Circle. It's almost always empty since it's a little hidden and generally in a low foot traffic area. The little aliens on the gender signs are a cute bonus. So they're saying this be the cleanest, which means like, and if anybody knows
Experts.
They
which
got
place,
some authority on
yeah,
that,
if anybody's gonna be like, which are the cleanest? Like that's the one I'm like, I'll take that shift.
They've seen them at their worst.
They see them at their worst and they've seen them at their best, and this is the best. And that's why I had it at number 2 on my list. I would have listed it number 1 on my list, honestly, but I don't use it enough for me to be to put it at 1. I've only used it honestly like once or twice. So I went with one that I use more often. That's what I chose for my number 1. We'll reveal that later. But the last point I want to put on here, because as Tiny Sea Witch mentioned here, the little aliens on the gender science being a bonus, there's another cute little bonus here. And this is, you got a really, really good chance of seeing stormtroopers by this bathroom. Because that's the route they take to get to their backstage entrance, which is right next to the restroom. So most times you will be like taking a pee, washing your hands, to get out of the bathroom, and there's a gaggle of stormtroopers there. You're like, oh, am I being arrested? Nah, dude, they're just going to get some water or some peanuts or something. So that's pretty cool. If you want to see some stormtroopers fresh off, doing your business, this is the number 1 spot in Disneyland to do that. But on the list officially, it's number 5, which means there's 5 bathrooms better than that. Could we just acknowledge that for a second, by the way?
4 better bathrooms?
There are somehow 4 better bathrooms than the restroom that people whose job it was to clean the restrooms. They're like, this is the best one. And we were like, no.
But this
I've
one?
never cleaned these before in my life. I use them all the time, and I know better.
But location matters.
It does matter. That's right. It's not, you don't want to be going back there because you have to ride Autopia.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just a coincidence for me personally, but every time I'm back there, I don't need to use the restroom.
It's fair. It's fair. But it's weird, though. I could see the logic of why they put the restroom there. There's one key location quirk of why they would put a restroom there. Could you guys guess it?
Is it next to like a kiosk or something?
No,
like
it's
that?
next to, you're on the right track, though. It's next to something.
It's next to, what Interventions used to
I'll
be.
give you a hint. It's in the title of the restroom. Wait, no. You got it, man. Maybe this is a hard question.
I'm insecure about it. My guess.
It's because it's next to a train station. Every train station has a bathroom right next to it, like adjacent.
Montreal.
Because there's a Tomorrowland one, there's one there's one next to Toontown because it's the Fantasyland Theater one.
Yeah.
There's one in New Orleans Square station, and there's one in the Main Street station. But that's because they know the train's a long ride, and people might have to pee, and so they put them there.
I mean, if they're doing the full circuit, I guess.
Yeah.
Hot tip, actually.
It makes sense. It makes sense why they would put it there. Because I agree. Why would they put a restroom in like a dead corner? That makes no sense. But then I was like, oh yeah, the train is right there.
Oh.
So I guess that's just a rule they have. Anyways, moving on. Number 4, we have the City Hall restrooms. Now, this was not on Amanda's list, nor was it on my list. This was once again only Byron.
Wow.
Byron's
Vomit.
top 2 restrooms were both not on either.
Like my dishonorable mention.
Look, I said I'm not an expert in this field.
Where is this on your dishonorable?
Top 5 for sure.
Is it
but
too
like,
mainstream for you?
no, dude, it's like
It's too Main Street.
It's like where all the worst. I don't know. I just think it's like such a high traffic of grumpy people.
Yes, it's number 4 by dishonorables, by the way. But here's why. Well, actually, you know what? I was being rude. Byron,
I'm so sorry.
Byron,
also.
tell us your truth.
I was
Your
reactive.
truth. Why is this number? What was this for you? This was. Good Lord, this was number 1 for you. Okay. Why was this number 1?
Because the amount of times that it's like after midnight and I'm like walking down Main Street, as soon as I'm like getting like, toward the train station, near the train station, and it crosses my mind, oh, I think I should definitely use the restroom before. Oh, thank God, it's right here.
I see. So you're ranking these almost like off spur of the moment, like.
Yeah, I'm not losing footsteps. Usually, I feel like they have decent capacity in these restrooms. I like the little ramp and lead up. I think it looks nice. It's presented well. It's in Main Street. It's right next to where they give you the birthday pins and shit.
But here's the thing, and I respect what you're saying. I'm going to make it very clear. I respect the list.
They don't look like it doesn't look like a dumpy restroom.
That's fair. It's a good looking restroom. But what I will say is what you described walking down Main Street, and then you're like, I know how to use the restroom. Oh, there's a restroom. I'll go use the restroom. that means that anybody walking down Main Street could have that thought, because the restroom is very clearly laid out. It's a really it's a visible restroom, and it's going to be a well-used restroom. And if you're making a top 5 list, wouldn't you want to list the ones that people aren't aware of so that they won't be crowded or dirty?
I mean, I'll just listen to the ones that I like.
That's
work for
fair.
me.
I was just trying to figure out the criteria. So your criteria is more accessibility.
Pretty much. I wanna make my day.
It's spoken like a true sicko. You know what? I fucking respect it. You know what he means by making his day? He has an itinerary of things he wants to get done at the park. And
Efficient.
he needs to have
Save time.
maximized efficiency. You like when like a swimmer like shaves their body.
Yeah.
You want to be maximum aerodynamics when you're walking through
Okay.
Disney.
And the thing is, a lot of these restrooms that I picked are the kind of restrooms that if you're with a group of people that are not sickos
Yeah,
and are just tourists that are there,
that's true. That's a good point, honestly, because then you're not going to be like if Tim has to take a piss,
Yeah.
you're not going to be like, hey, Tim, hang on a second. I know a better spot. And he's like, I got to go. And you're like, trust me. And then you like weave him through Disney.
no, this is like hey, we're here at the spot and it's going to be really inconvenient in 30 minutes if we're trying to get on that lightning lane or that reservation or what have you. And now half your family's like, oh, I got to use like these are in passing. Hey, it's right here. You're on the fence. Get it done now.
You know for
Let's get
sure there's
going.
one there. I do have a question about that, but I'll wait to the honorable mentions because I know it's Amanda's probably. Okay, let's go to number 3. This is the top 3 now. We have Hungry Bear coming in at number with 5 points. Amanda listed it as 3 in her list, and I listed it as I think number 4, which gave it a total 5. It was not a Byron's list.
I thought about it. To be fair, I highly considered this one.
And I think this one's pretty forgivable because like one of the things I was trying to avoid was a restroom that was connected to an eatery because that's where people are really going to town. You know,
And that's a barbecue.
This
joint.
one-
and it's a Hungry Bear. It's called the Hungry Bear restaurant.
They serve brisket there.
But this
They
is
serve
an
brisket.
exception.
And this is weirdly the exception, right?
It's the exception.
Logic would be like Hungry Bear restaurant. They serve brisket
No,
and hot dogs there and chicken tenders. That restroom's gonna be a fucking nightmare. And yet, very spacious. I've seen a lot of families say that there's like a actual family compartment in the restroom, clean, and for the most part, not that stinky. I think it's almost like reverse psychology. I feel like I've avoided this one because I was like, I guarantee that place is gonna be disgusting, and I'll go somewhere else. And maybe everyone's thinking that.
No, but I actually think it's there when you need it.
It is.
Every time.
I use that one a lot, to be honest, especially when I'm with the
It's
family or
the
whatever.
frequent
It is
one. Yeah.
the only reason why I didn't put it on the top 5, which I understand. I definitely thought about putting it there, was that I always awkwardly just find a lot of groups of people clumped in front of it.
They are be stinky.
And it is kind of a clusterfuck.
But I gotta say though,
But you will use it.
among the high foot traffic clusterfuck areas, this is probably either the best or among the best. Like, because I would consider your bathroom, the City Hall one, that's a high foot traffic bathroom. And I would put Hungry Bear above deck because I don't even think. The thing is, though, does Hungry Bear really get that much traffic? Because unless you're going to
No, it's
Tiana's,
just awkward clumps of people standing around it.
No, because
because
people
it
walk
has the
into it.
tables where people are eating and shit, and then they have the stroller parking, I think, nearby, right?
I think the surprise of realizing it's there is nice.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Like you will use it. Like
Yeah.
it is one in one of those convenient spots.
And you're not disrupting the dining experience because you're not like going into an establishment, you know. No, I just think it's like a public restroom.
I get what you're saying.
You
Yeah.
know,
You
like
don't-
you're
yeah,
not
you
like
don't-
you're not like fucking going into Blue Bayou and
Yeah,
like
you're not walking into the restaurant.
Yeah,
it's
right.
it's a floor underneath. It's a quick service anyway.
it's so,
you're not,
not
walking-
disruptive. Like,
No.
and I was like, yeah, that
I
should
was
count.
about to say, I thought the walls of the stall and the bathroom would be enough to contain the noise, but I guess it's just not a distraction to people eating when I'm using it, and that's been a problem in the past.
Yeah, because we could totally mention.
Like, in general, I mentioned probably like on the list for the whole resort,
Yeah,
things that we would have to go into.
for sure.
And I'm like, oh, we can like X those out.
Yeah, I think another thing, as I think about it more too, is maybe that's not that high traffic of an area because
Yeah,
most people use the other Galaxy's Edge entrance because more people are in Fantasyland or in Frontierland. Not many people are going down to Critter Country, especially that corner, unless you got people who are trying to ride poop. and they would be the people who would see this bathroom. That's not like an overwhelming crowd of people, and maybe Tiana's folks. But even Tiana's, the exit lets you out, I believe. No, it lets you out in that corner. So yeah, it would be Tiana's, and then I guess people who are eating at the Hungry Bear, which isn't the most popular restaurant. So maybe it's not that much foot traffic. And secondly, it actually is pretty open air down there. Because like other restrooms, like for instance, the reason why the Space Mountain restroom smells so bad is it's because it's in a tunnel.
Totally.
Whereas Hungry Bear is like on the first floor and it's just air, that's out over into like the rivers of America. You got that river breeze. Just for breezing that bathroom naturally.
Yeah.
Whereas Byron likes to be in a coffin with it.
Well, people talk about purchasing photos.
Moving, Mari's trying to climb through the yeah.
No, I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. We're ranking top 5 Disneyland bathrooms.
Hello.
That's my wife. She's peeking her head into our.
I just wanted to see for a sec.
Welcome home. Thanks for having me.
Moving on to number 2. Oh my God, I just hit my mic. Number 2 is the King and Queen restroom. This came in with 9 points. It was number 2 on Amanda's list, and it was number 1 on my list. It was not Byron's.
All right, tell me about this restroom.
Jesus Christ, man! I was curious. Like, what criteria were you using? Were you trying to? I honestly, there was a genuine thought. And this is obviously not true, but I was like, is Byron purposely listing like the bad bathrooms so he could keep all the good ones to himself? Is he that sadistic? That seems
No,
like...
sadly, I don't have standards.
No. But I do think there's some listeners that will be like a lot of you who will agree that like efficiency is like what they need.
Well, here's the thing. That's why this bathroom is so high on my list. It's number 1 on my list because you could make an argument that this is maybe among the most foot traffic of all the bathrooms we're listing. And yet, for some reason, this bathroom...
Where is this located?
This is right next to the Matterhorn.
Oh, I fucking hate that one.
What?
Yeah, fuck that
Wait,
one. Really?
hate that one?
Oh,
Hate?
the one next to Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The King and Queen. First
I
off,
hate
you
that
get called
one.
the King.
You don't like the fun? Like beaming?
The beaming is fun.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I never like going to that restroom.
It's a well-traveled artery in the park. Everyone has to pass this. And
Yeah, I feel it.
well, it's a perfect spot to stop because there's not a lot going on. There's not even like really food carts around that area. So it's just like, oh, this is a natural spot to stop. And outside the bathroom, it has those little like flower bed benches. So if like somebody's
nice.
in there and they're, really muscling one out, you could pull out your phone and like just
Exactly.
browse while they get their business done. And then the bathroom inside is actually relatively clean and spacious.
And I think memorable.
Memorable. I think it is, if you're gonna go clean, it's like middle to top.
Sure. Yeah.
In cleanliness, convenience maybe at the top. And then in terms of theming, also maybe at the top. I think that overall nets in like, this is a pretty damn good bathroom.
And I would say in my recent memory, I'm usually like pleasantly surprised.
which is nice. Like I'm always expecting it to be kind of gross
Me too.
because it's old.
And
But
you
then
see old
you're like-
Uncle sitting on the flower
Right.
bed.
And you're like, oh, this is going to be a gross bathroom. And then you're like, wait, it's so nice
I know.
and taken care of. And I have good memories. Like I remember that as a child.
Something that just occurred to me too is sometimes I will avoid this bathroom, and there's a reason why. The criteria that I had subconsciously looking for, and I realized it now, is if I see a lot of people sitting outside on the flower beds, that tells me there are a lot of people dumping in that bathroom right now because they're waiting. You don't sit down in that flower
That's
bed and
true.
pull out your phone unless you're like, Jesus, what is Fred doing in there? My God. But if there's not a lot of people sitting out there, all systems a
Right.
go, it's going to be a lovely situation for you.
I feel like it's usually chaotic.
I've seen it 50-50. And even when it is chaotic, it's not that bad. It's nothing like the Space Mountain one. There's no escape there.
Space Mountain's not chaotic. You get in, you get out. It's really easy. The only people moving through there are people that just got off the ride.
Which is almost everybody.
But it's just people off one ride. It's not people like going through the arteries of the park.
Would you say that there's never a not consistent stream of people walking down that exit hall?
Sure, but I don't know. I've always gotten in and out of those restrooms so efficiently.
That's fair. Hey, mate, you gotta live your truth. You have to live your truth. Number 1 here, and this is the only one that was on all 3 of our lists. So appropriate that it would be number
Oh,
1.
thank God, I got one.
And this is the Black Spire Outpost Market bathroom, specifically the one that's in the marketplace in Batu, or like Yeah, in Batu, the Black Spire's Outpost. I honestly, I thought about listing the other one as well. That's the Black Spire Outpost courtyard bathroom. That's right by the milk stand. This is the one that's actually in the marketplace near the Ronto Wraps.
Yeah.
I thought about, I would list both, honestly, but it's just so cheap to list both Star Wars bathrooms because these are clearly the best ones. First off, it has funny theming. There's a water refill station, both traditional and a bottle refill station.
That's huge.
And inside, it's got quirky little things in there. Like the sink is like this weird trough where like there's no mirror. You just look at the other person as you're washing your hands. It encourages you to have a conversation.
I think for the most part, all the other bathrooms or restrooms that we've listed they're not in the modern era of immersive theming where even the restrooms have to be themed now, like whether it's like Pandora or this or what have you, or Wizarding World, So this is the
newer.
only one in Disneyland that really kind of goes for it.
Yeah, I did see a lot of people on Reddit pointing out that it's a little odd that they have the hand dryers right next to the water spouts. Like the hand dryers aren't separate on a separate wall. They're connected to the sink, which is like, it kind of defeats the purpose of this stuff. So that's a little weird, but I never use the hand dryers anyway. I know this is bad to say. It's not probably. It's worse for the environment to use the paper towels, but the hand dryers, they never get the job done. And then I end up just wiping my hands on my pants. And then I come out and Byron's like, did you piss yourself? And I'm like, no, I didn't piss myself. And he's like, it looks like you pissed yourself. And I'm like, I know, but I didn't want to ruin the environment.
I said all those things.
Yes.
I would also say the experience for those waiting, quite nice.
Yeah, I think so. Because you're in the marketplace environment, and then you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, I didn't even know this existed. People come over here because they don't."
The water bottle.
Whatever those cast members do over there.
Water stations.
Yeah, you'll see characters walking by sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like I saw. That's what the thing is. I was waiting with my family there last time,
A Wookiee.
and the Mandalorian and Grogu
oh, cool.
walked by.
What's funny about this bathroom is, on paper, you would think this might be the worst one. And Disney certainly would hope it would be the worst one because that would mean it's just packed with people. Like when I saw concept art of the Black Spire Outpost, like just the bazaar, I was like, that looks so cool. I bet you that place is going to be slammed all the time just because it's fun to explore. And even when we went, all three of us actually had experienced this for the first time because we were at the opening day of Galaxy's Edge. And so we all walked through this bazaar. And I remember all three of us just losing our minds in here of like how cool and vertical it was. And in present day, you'd be hard pressed to see more than maybe 5 to 10 people in this place. That's not an exaggeration. I believe that is. You could go on the most crowded day, and if you disagree with me, next time you go to Disneyland, go to this bazaar, pull out your phone, and take a picture and send it to me, and I guarantee you, I ain't gonna count more than 10 people.
Bizarre indeed.
Bizarre indeed. And the Ronto wraps are good,
especially the breakfast ones.
Top 5 snack.
That's right. You could bring the Ronto wrap into the bathroom, sit on the toilet in reverse.
Oh boy.
Use the tank as a table. If you're about efficiency, Byron.
That's pretty efficient. You know what?
What goes in must come out. Vice versa.
So this is our number one.
This is our number one.
Number one
Outpost
restaurant.
mark.
Wow,
It has 11 points. It was number
Agree.
3 on Byron's. It was number 1 on Amanda's, and it was number 3 on mine. Top 3 for all 3 of us. I think that's plenty to say that this is the one you want to target. And for everybody that's like in the comments, inevitably people are going to be like, guys, be quiet. You're giving away all the secrets. It's probably good that more people go to this area of the park, honestly. That'll like spread them out. More people going to Galaxy's Edge takes all the stress off of the other lands because nobody's there.
Yeah.
It's an empty land.
And I like that thing that creature from like the dumpster bin.
Yeah.
That reveal that's next to the water fill up next
Yeah.
to the entrance to
One-eyed
the
guy,
restaurant.
that's in the trash.
You wait around long enough, that water drops and you see the creature. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's the list. Let's move on to some honorable mentions here. What did it make your guys' list, or did it make the aggregate list rather that you wish would have?
I'm surprised that I personally don't use this restroom, but it is there. Not many people seem to know about it, or unless you're a Disney head, but the Tiki Room, those are private restrooms, and they're not companion restrooms, which are located, I think.
That was my question.
Which I think are
earlier.
located closer to the Tropical Hideaway.
Are they technically listed as companions?
Well, let's check.
Let's check.
I personally never used them because I assumed they were, but supposedly when I looked it up today, someone said it's not. But
Well, now I feel bad.
I've never used it before, but
It's
No, I
it's
get
listed
it.
as companion.
Is it companion? Oh, then
That's the one
then
that.
it's
That makes
gone.
sense now.
Okay, because it is a private one, right?
It is a
It's-
private.
Yeah.
Do you have another honorable, or would you like to pass along?
It's the one next to the Red Rose Tavern. It's on the way into Big Thunder Mountain.
Yep.
On the backside of
This is
Fantasyland.
so funny. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this was number 5 on Byron's list.
It's never too chaotic. It seems like you're always
Yeah.
passing there at a time that you want to use it with your group.
It's number 3 on my dishonorable mentions.
Unbelievable.
I literally was just thinking that.
Well, I guess we'll get to it soon, but
It's unbelievable.
Gosh, okay.
I think I know your type.
I know. I just never. Byron and I honestly do agree on a lot. So we've never had such diametrically opposed lists where my dishonorable list is the same as his top 5 and his top 5.
Hey, look,
and
I will say, like,
my dishonorables.
None of these are anywhere close to being my favorite restrooms in the resort.
Fair enough.
All my favorite restrooms in this resort are not in Disneyland.
The Red Rose Tavern. The reason why I don't like it is because any bathroom that is in proximity to Fantasyland is going to get absolutely trashed. This is piss on seats galore.
Yeah.
These are children that are learning how to pee for the first time. It's probably the first time
You literally just praised the one at Alice in Wonderland. That's Fantasyland.
That's outside Fantasyland though.
That's still technically Fantasyland.
This is like you can't see it from Fantasyland. Like people on Dumbo could see this bathroom.
okay.
People in Casey Jr. could see this bathroom.
Yeah, but they don't walk back that way unless they are actually going to Big Thunder Mountain or vice versa.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. It's in a great spot.
Exactly. That's the point. It's in a great spot for families. And specifically, if I want to really get into it, it's a great spot for families with maybe like a child who's like in the 7 to 10 range because they're like walking towards Big Thunder. It's going to graduate to a big boy ride. Maybe going to graduate to peeing on their own in the stall. They don't have great aim, I have to say. A lot of pee on these seats. A lot of pee on them. And Byron's laughing because he knows I'm right. Also, I don't know how to say this without it sounding insane. The reason why I really don't like using Fantasyland bathrooms, and I hate to have to say this, I'm tired of seeing children's butt cheeks. I'm exhausted by seeing it, and this is butt cheek central. Mark's laughing because he knows I'm right. This is where kids, particularly small ones, because at Fantasyland, it makes sense. There should be in there. They're peeing in the urinal and they're pulling their pants all the way down. And I'm walking in just to do my business and not trying to be on some sort of fucking list, okay? It is stressful in these bathrooms. Just saying. Please don't think I'm weird. It's weird that I don't like this. This is why I avoid these bathrooms for this very reason. I'm not trying to see that shit, okay? Okay. Apparently, Byron, top 5.
I feel like I'm really out of my element here.
Now, would you agree or not agree that that is a common sight you see in this bathroom in particular?
I don't like put it on tally it on a board like, oh,
He just sees
Red
too
Rose
many of
Tavern
them.
got
It's just
me
all
again,
blurred
butt
out.
cheeks. I hate this so
You
much.
conditioned them cheeks.
Oh god, this is awful. I can't believe I have to fart this out into the universe tomorrow.
Ooh, I'll mention mine.
Wait, could I list Byron's number 4?
Yeah. What is it?
His number 4 is my number 2
Wait.
decision.
I want to guess. I want to guess the.
I'm not making some. Amanda, what do you think his next?
Like Plaza Inn.
God.
No, thank God. That's actually I agree with you on that one. It's not that one. There's another one that's really bad. It's number 2 of mine. It's Adventureland bathroom. This is the bathroom.
Indiana.
Yeah, exactly. This is the bathroom that's right at the entrance of Adventureland.
I'll give it to you.
Did I put that one?
No,
You did.
I'll give that to him based on his.
Tiki room bathroom.
Yeah. That's that was supposed to be the one like
I see.
not the main hub of
the
Adventureland.
middle.
That was the one that I thought wasn't a companion.
That's fair.
But I haven't personally used it. I just did that because
Okay, thank God.
people love it.
Thank
but
God. You could consider
now
this
I understand
bathroom
why
terrible.
because it's a companion.
That bathroom's off.
The Adventureland one?
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Right.
It's stressful. I didn't want to. Yeah.
But I actually, based on your
Criteria.
how you've performed, this makes sense.
in terms of accessibility and efficiency, right? It's at the
In foot traffic, it's very useful.
No,
I've used it like
I've used it
for forever.
That's the thing is, use this one a lot, but unlike the other ones I put on this list,
It's
this
free.
one's always like, fuck.
It's literally at the fork of a road into to two of the most popular lands, Frontierland and Adventureland. So you're going to get all those eyeballs. They literally meet. The bridges to enter into these lands literally meet at a point, which is a bathroom. And it's a nightmare. In fact, I know it's a nightmare because this bathroom was shut down for a year because someone took a dookie so strong that it destroyed the bathroom and it flooded.
Is that how it happened?
I don't know how it flooded, but I'm going to assume it was a mega duke.
Wow.
But yeah, the bathroom did flood.
No, that was not the one I was.
Thank God. Yeah. Oh my God. That would have been so good.
Been on quite a losing streak.
So different taste.
Amanda, what are your honorable mentions?
I think so I have two.
Yes.
One, Disneyana.
Yep, that's the bathroom that's at the front of Main Street, opposite City Hall. It's by the Disney Gallery. It's next to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Gotcha.
Into the Disney Gallery.
Okay.
And Disneyana.
So I wanted to mention this because I think that's a good argument for why I would always opt out of City Hall and bring people and recommend people to go on the other side.
I'm with Amanda. Yeah.
And that's only like a couple steps away for a better bathroom.
And it's hidden. You can't even see the restroom signage
Right.
from Main Street.
It's very helpful also for like so many reasons.
Yeah, I don't think I've used that one.
Exactly. It's really good.
Lots of emergencies have been handled in that bathroom.
I agree.
This sounds like one that should have made the list.
Okay, so you have the Disneyana bathroom, and then Amanda, according to your list, you have one more, but I'm curious if you're going to list that one as your honorable or not.
Fantasyland Theater.
Oh, shit.
That's really good.
I don't want to go in Dewtown's bathroom for the reason of like that's baby town.
It's Baby Town.
So you're like, oh, this is the adults' restroom that no one really.
They are
hates.
nice.
People got to appreciate it more, actually.
And also, because it's kind of hidden, it almost looks like a cast members only area. It looks backstagey from that
Right.
side.
Yeah, it's really out of
Or like a closed concession stand.
Exactly. And so people don't even know it's a bathroom. That's the best kind of bathroom.
Right.
A good time to use it is if you're doing the post firework rope drop for
A Mickey Minnie
for Mickey Minnie because they line you up back and it goes up back toward where that
There you
restroom is. So after fireworks, you can do a little wombo combo.
I have some honorables too, and feel free to clown these as well. My first honorable was the one that we mentioned, the not Fantasyland Theater, but it was Disneyana, the Disneyana one. My second honorable, and that's my one that like I couldn't list this in good conscience because I've never actually used it, and I'm intrigued by it, so I put it as an honorable instead. There are two bathrooms on Tom Sawyer's Island.
Oh,
There's one that's at the front of the island that everyone sees, and there's one in Fort Wilderness.
Yep.
And I am curious what that bathroom must look like. I'm sure there's nobody in there. There has to be nobody in there.
It's fantastic.
There it is. You'd have to be on Tom Sawyer's Island, though. That's also why I would
Just
never
super
put it
Yeah,
on.
annoying.
it's just
Yeah.
way out of the way.
But if you're just going by the criteria of like what's probably the most little used bathroom, I would probably argue it might be that one, right? It's not even that useful, I guess, in that respect, because like you're right, you would go there for number two, but if you're trying to go number two, you're probably not like, I have the time to board a ferry and then raft my way over to this bathroom and navigate up a hill to get to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to think you're a little tighter in how you're walking. So that's why it's an honorable mention, but I am intrigued by it. And of course, I mentioned Black Spire Outpost, the courtyard restroom. That's another good one. It just felt weird listening to Batu. Huh. That's a good place to take a Batu. It's pretty good.
I mean, you know which one I'm surprised that no one brought up?
Yeah.
I would never have put it on the list because it'd be so difficult to ever
Get to.
Yeah, is if you ever end up at Club 33.
Ugh, that's so annoying.
The douchiest.
Yeah, like
I'm
that's
just
so
saying
annoying.
if you ever wind up there, take advantage.
This is the worst list of all time. I'm just gonna say.
I saw it on my list. I told you
I love that. I love that he went from like the most efficient, like the people's list. You had the people's list.
I preface this
and
by
then-
saying
and
I'm
then-
surprised you guys didn't mention this one. I was gonna put it on the list. It's a really nice restroom. I bet it smells fantastic, Ryan. Look, I have acknowledged it should not be on the list.
You had no reason to.
But I'm like at some point, like if Disneyland does have a particular restroom that is like overly done up and like stands out in terms of quality, I have to at least bring it up, even though I know it's not accessible.
That's fair. That's sure.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's fair. That's all. Let's get
I love it.
to this.
Oh man, this is rough.
Is that why you're gonna wait to mention?
I did want to wait because my number. Okay, I'll go through my let's Byron. Dare I say? Let's go to your dishonorable match. And please, for the love of God, just list one.
No, I know you guys are gonna love this one.
No, just do it. Come on.
My dishonorable mention is the restroom near the New Orleans station at the back of
Thank
New Orleans Square.
God, dude. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Okay, understood.
I can't stand that restroom. It's unfortunate
You
that
can't
the amount of
stand
times
it?
that me or someone else in the group has to go use that restroom, and it's just never convenient, and it's always overly crowded.
I have this at number 4. Ironically, Amanda has it on her actual list as number 4. I thought that was pretty funny.
Was it 4?
It's number 4, I think, on your list.
No, 5.
It's fine. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Wait. I understand, but I also think.
Yeah.
I've had like a Cardi B sighting there.
I've had.
Like I've had good memories being over there. Like
Sure, it
good
was a Cardi
vibes were
B.
there. Good vibes. And you're like waiting, like people are waiting to get their beignets. And then you're like, oh, I don't know.
I can guarantee Cardi B was using the Club 33 one.
Probably. She's probably
Yeah, she was walking out of Club 33.
The thing is, this bathroom's pretty gross. It's because it's high foot traffic next to.
smelly.
It's smelly, but that's because it's literally adjacent to 3 eateries. People going to town there. You got the beignet stand if you want to count that. And
Cafe Orleans doesn't have a restroom.
no, they send you here.
New Orleans Square does not have good options.
It doesn't.
You always have to walk back there. It's always crowded. Everyone's going back there for it.
Even Riverbell Terrace, you have to walk here, which is kind of nuts to think about.
Ouch.
And Blue Bayou.
Blue Bayou doesn't have one?
Oh, does Blue Bayou have one? It must have one.
Yeah.
But you can't get into Blue Bayou.
Yeah.
You can't be like, hey, you mind if I take a pee-pee?
I mean, I bet you could try.
I'm
but-
sure you could try it.
I think this is why I didn't mention it as my honorable because I was insecure about it.
Minus the Cardi B sighting, would it be a good restroom for you?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's why I didn't put it on my list because I was like, it's only been good vibes when I've been there.
It has a lovely facade. You know, brickwork on the facade of the bathroom. It's like
But it's outside the train
it's
station.
outside the train
I
station.
see.
Yeah, that's it. So it gets people from the train station.
see.
It gets people eating Pirates. It gets people going to Haunted Mansion from Pirates, and it's the only bathroom for 3 restaurants. So it's like
There when you need it.
it's there when you need it. If you're going by Byron's metrics, it would have to be a great bathroom.
No, this one is like not nice. It is chaotic, and you have to go out of your way to get it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't have I would have switched. Sorry. If we had to go back, I would switch Fantasyland Theater with New Orleans.
Yeah, Fantasyland Theater is good.
That's a good one.
That's my number 5. My dishonorables, we've already kind of said them, but number 1 was Plaza Inn, number 2 New Orleans Square, number 3 Adventureland, number 4 was the New Orleans Square one, and number 5 was the Main Street Station one that's by City Hall.
Yeah.
That Plaza Inn one, can we all at least agree that one's fucking horrendous?
Yeah.
That is maybe one of the grossest bathrooms. It's always a disaster for me.
And talk about one where I feel like there's always diaper changes or other stuff like
Yeah.
that going on.
Big lines there and small, cramped. It's next to Plaza Inn where I believe they serve asparagus and chicken there. Not to be gross, but they also serve fried chicken there and mashed potatoes. So you do the math.
Oh, I would mention an alternative for Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
The Mexican restaurant. That's a really nice, like, if you know, that's a nice alternative.
It has a line usually, though.
Oh,
I think it's because it's not that big.
too many people. Oh, right.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a small restroom, right? Yeah.
Yep, and there's not many other options in Frontierland.
No, there's not.
So in a few pinches where I'm like, oh, hang tight right here. I'm going to, before we get in the Thunder Mountain line.
One big pitch, though.
We done here?
I think we've done enough. I think this is the most that anybody could stomach for literal bathroom talk for an hour. That's crazy. Amanda, thank you for coming here and doing the Lord's work. we finally have this dream realized. It was one of the episodes that we were gonna record actually towards the end of SAS podcast on our tenure. But then, fortunately, the pandemic was lifted. So we were like, there's no reason for this podcast to exist anymore. And it sat on a shelf. And I'm glad that we were able to knock the dust off and bring it to life today. And that's all thanks to you. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you for having me. I hope we made sense.
I don't know if we did.
Look, I'm really scared. I really was not trying to come down on Byron Harding. Come on.
You know what? If this is the subject matter that like starts
think-
my downfall, I'm okay with
No,
it.
It's not going to start
this
your
is-
downfall. It'll start our downfall. People are going to say like, oh, you guys were bullying Byron that episode. But it's hard to ignore the fact that my literal top 5 dishonorable.
No, this
Look,
is literally
I was-
helpful for everyone.
Look, I was outnumbered every time.
Yes.
No, but people will agree with you, which is nice.
Maybe I could have said it with more love. If you guys think I could have said it with more love, I apologize. I was conscious of the fact. I was like, this is crazy that this is happening. But at the same time, I don't want to be me. Thank you for joining us, Amanda. Is there anything you'd like to plug? You're not in the content creation space, so...
No, yeah, I'm good. But I love this and so happy for you. Hope we can do for the rest of the park.
That sounds great. We could do... If you guys really like this episode, Amanda has already said she signed on to a multi-picture deal here.
We have to.
She will do California Adventure. She has to. And maybe even the Downtown Disney Resort. This could be the bathroom trilogy. There's got to be a fun pun to that, right?
Time to hit the head. Let's go.
That does it for this episode of For Your Amusement. If you're watching, make sure to like and subscribe over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@FYApod. Or if you're listening to the audio version, rate the podcast 5 stars and subscribe to it there. And if you don't want to rate it 5 stars, just don't rate it. But also, you could support us by going over to our fourth wall, FYApod.com. You get up to those 3 monthly bonus shows, possibly. And then you're going to see our merch there as well. It's a fun time. Big Discord community over there. We're up there exchanging thoughts and ideas, talking about bathrooms. It's a fun time. You can follow the pod at FYA Pod on all socials. I'm at Ryan Bergara. Byron's at Byron A. Marin. Thank you guys for spending your time with us. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you in the bathroom. Deuces, bye.
No fucking way, dude. It said the recording stopped. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Well, at least it's just my voice, right?
Fuck.
Oh, because you gotta do this now. Fuck us, dude. Oh my god.
Why did it do that?
I guess because the laptop turned off.
Oh,
But
I
that-
see.
But that doesn't make any sense though, because my mic was on the entire time. I could hear myself in the mic, and that's connected, only powered by the laptop. This is fucked up. This is so fucked.
That was so fun.
It was.
It was.
I had a great time. I mean, look,
Oh my god.
you can
Smells
process
so
my
nice.
audio, and your guys' will be clean, and mine will sound just a little off, but it will still sound okay. It stopped 7 minutes in. The bus made our own top 5 lists. A ranking of first is worth 5 points. A ranking of second is worth 4 points. And then, bang.
No.
That's brutal, dude. Absolutely brutal.
Should I cut these?
Oh my god! You could have us just the meltdown. Oh my god.
Should I cut this?